Hello there, and welcome to Banter Podcast, episode 33.
Woohoo!
Congratulations. Thought we'd done more.
Yeah, we always think we've done more.
Anyway, the spring edition. I'm your usual host, drinking Shipyard Session Pale Ale. It's different from the usual kind of Shipyard I've had. I'm not really that into it.
It's red.
Yes, it's red instead of blue. It's lighter, but it tastes more chemically than the usual one.
Oh, that's a shame.
But after a few, you don't really notice the difference. Alright then, and I'm joined by...
Lorna, and I am drinking a Hobgoblin Session, and it actually is produced in Wolverhampton under the Carlsberg name. Very nice.
Really?
That's a fun fact.
That's a fun fact. Drink to under the Carlsberg banner. I would never have guessed.
Here we go. Clink, clink.
And I'm Claire, and I am also drinking Hobgoblin Session IPA.
Actually, this one is also made by Carlsberg, brewed and canned in the UK. Wolverhampton.
Hey!
Fucking
Well, it's fair play. They've got to do something right.
We should visit the brewery.
Yeah, maybe we should. To be fair, the venue that they have is decent, isn't it? Wolves.
Which venue?
I've never been, I couldn't tell you.
You've never been to Wolverhampton?
No, I've not. I've managed to avoid it this whole time.
It's such a schizophrenic place. Have you been?
Never.
You'll be walking around, you're like, oh, this is quite decent architecture, and then all of a sudden you walk around a corner and you're like, where the fuck is this? So contrast, rough as fuck. There's like vomit and takeout litter everywhere.
Next to
It
full of
smells
smackheads.
funky. Yeah, full of smackheads, yeah.
Next to a Georgian building.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's it called, the venue that's there?
You got the Civic Hall, the Slade Rooms. That's a good one.
Bloodstock are doing their winter event there.
Oh, you're on about the KK Steel Mill.
Steel Mill.
Yeah.
Steel Mill.
Oh, great. I went there once to see Wednesday 13, and I was annoyingly ill as fuck, so I couldn't appreciate it. But I was like, this is a
Great venue.
old school venue. It's like a warehouse, and it's so like old school that the pillars, the metal beams supporting it, where you go for the mosh pits, they're not padded.
Oh,
You go into that, you are fucked.
Yes,
you look
you
like
are.
Michael Chandler's face after that paddy
Too
fight.
soon, yeah, too soon.
Anyway, I have various bits of news that are barely related to each other. Good times. Happy Death Day 3 is finally happening.
Oh, good.
After umming and ahhing since 2019, it was confirmed by Jessica Roth and Christopher Landon, the franchise's leading actor and writer/director respectively, at American Cinematheque fairly recently. I'm really happy about this.
That's great news. Yeah, Happy Death Day is a fun series.
I reviewed the first two films and enjoyed them a lot. The reason for the delay, I think, is because the series' production company were tentative to give number 3 the green light, as Happy Death Day to You didn't reach its projected box office.
Right, okay. So we're nervous to go for a third after the second didn't really do that well.
Well, it made 64.6 million and only cost,
Not enough.
and only cost 9 million to make.
That is...
Wow. To be disappointed in that result is a different mindset, isn't it?
Granted, compared to its predecessor, it underperformed dramatically. Like, the first one only cost 4.8 mil to make and raked in 125.5 million.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, I can see where they're coming from if that's what they're doing. But
A
still,
profit's
come
a
on.
profit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No release date yet, as no full script has been written because creative were waiting for the green light because they just didn't want to waste resources, time, effort, energy into writing a script that's not going to be made into film. So yeah, I'm very happy about that.
Anything with a mask is always fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a little hint towards our potential Halloween episode in October.
The autumn episode.
The autumn episode. Yeah. One a season, you know. We have a theme for that.
You know, last time we did our, create a big monster and have them see who would emerge victorious.
The Snelephant will be shown on screen right now. Love that Snelephant. Should have won. You were robbed.
I was robbed.
Let's move on. Yeah.
This year, we are going to design our own serial killer masks
Fun,
and give the character a backstory.
Fab, okay.
And we'll compare each one of ours and see who would emerge victorious in some sort of like Freddy versus Jason-esque fight, maybe.
Very fun.
And we'll get Mom to probably do the judging because Vicky won't be available.
Yeah, you're more likely to win than I am.
Yes. I've already got my idea and theme and name. I'm really happy because me and Claire came up with this when we were twatted last night.
Can you disclose anything or are you keeping it close to your chest?
Very close to the chest. It won't be we'll reveal it on the night as we're recording like we did with our kaijus.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So we'll narrow down some categories like weapon of choice, for example.
Yeah.
Where do you originate from? Like, where's your hunting ground, for example? What's your backstory?
Yeah.
You know how like Scream was Woodsboro. and blah blah blah.
Michael Myers is Haddonfield, that kind of stuff.
Well done.
It can be a fictional town if you want, or it can be here. It's up to you. It's up to you. All you have to do is just draw your mask and come up with some shit.
Well, you don't have to necessarily draw your mask. You could make your mask.
You could make your mask.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
draw.
have to be
That's true. I'm gonna draw mine.
confined to the realms of 2D.
You don't? That's very true. No, I do love a serial killer mask. One of my favourite ones ever is the Scream TV series mask.
Yeah,
The one that we've got made in the
the Brandon one.
the Brandon James mask. Yeah, I fucking love that.
That's
mask
a cultural
so much.
icon, yeah, 100%.
It's a brilliant mask. That.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, I'm on board. Signed off.
Sweet. We couldn't think of anything else. I originally wanted to do robots and do like a robot wars thing.
And I was like, let's keep spitballing. Yeah.
One day we'll just end up with a different seasonal theme and we'll never do movie news and shit.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's already half of them done. Halloween thing and the quiz.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
that is 2 seasons down.
Has he mentioned how he's doing with the questions yet?
Mother is helping.
Oh, thank fuck.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued. I'm looking forward to that.
I think it's going to be a mess.
Good.
I kind of
a
hope
fun
so.
mess.
I don't know. I picked Dad because I thought that, first of all, it'll give him something to do. But also because I think there's a lot of doubt circling around his ability, and I feel like actually he's going to pull it through and you'll be pleasantly surprised.
You'll think he'll paddy it.
Yeah, why not?
He won't.
Why not? One thing that I'm hoping that is going to come up in the quiz is some news that I found out very recently, and by very recently I mean moments before we started pressing record. For the 100th anniversary of the Oscars, there's going to be a new category
Oh shit,
for
really?
an award, which I'm very excited about, and it's been a long time coming. They're going to finally give an Oscar to the best stunt.
Oh.
Yes, fuck
It's about
yes.
damn time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited about
Yeah,
that.
the stuntmen don't get enough recognition.
They never have.
Absolutely.
Only Keanu Reeves seems to appreciate them.
Yeah.
Didn't he get a Rolex for each one of his stuntmen? Or was it a car or something?
In The Matrix, he got all of his stuntmen a Harley Davidson each. Yeah,
Oh, he's such a lovely guy.
that's brilliant. I'm really
yeah,
looking
really
forward to
pleased
that.
about that.
So, this kind of like falls into what I was about to talk about. Speaking of Keanu Reeves,
Oh, hello.
John Wick 5 is confirmed.
Fucking hell.
Hey.
Fuck knows how they'll work around the continuation of that narrative, considering how Chapter 4 ended, but I'm all for it. Upon discovering this, I came across an upcoming movie called Havoc, which is being slated as Netflix's John Wick. Premise goes as follows. After a drug deal goes awry, a bruised detective, played by Tom Hardy, must fight his way through a criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son whilst untangling his city's dark web of conspiracy and corruption.
Sounds shit.
You don't watch these movies for the narrative.
Okay, cool.
Of course not.
Tom Hardy was Venom, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's helmed by Gareth Evans, who directed and wrote the Raid films and several episodes of Gangs of London.
Okay.
I love the Raid movies. They're like my favourite martial art
Confidence
films.
is growing.
Yeah.
Confidence is
Forrest Whitaker's also in it.
Oh, like.
I've seen the trailer. It does look quite brutal, to be fair.
That's what you
It's on
want.
Netflix.
Okay, there you
Everyone's
go.
on
That's
Netflix.
what you want.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Still sounds a bit shit.
Continuing the mindless action movie chat, if I may. Nobody 2 will hit the screens in late August. I'm really fucking hyped for this one. Have you seen the first one?
Nope.
It's Bob Odenkirk. He basically plays this kind of like loser schmuck guy, and these criminals started fucking with his family or something like that, and little did they know that he used to be this former like war machine in some sort of special forces, and he just turns into...
Classic fucked with the wrong guy.
Yeah, basically that. Won my movie of the year back in 2021.
Oh,
You give it a go. You should really give it... If you like that kind of shit.
not really.
Oh, fair enough. Then I wouldn't bother. My excitement is helped by the vast majority of the original cast and crew, the latter of which in various aspects contributed to the original John Wick installment, are returning for the sequel. So yeah, I'm very fucking hyped for this. I haven't seen a trailer, but I reckon if they kept it to the already proven formula and just kind of like baptized it in fresh, original like kill scenes and combat scenes and
Yeah.
stuff like that, which, considering it looks like a churn of these type of movies are going to be all released in one clump, is going to be quite hard to do. Like, we might end up getting like numbed to all of it, and it would take something truly special to actually inspire
Yeah.
some form of emotion towards it.
Wicked 2 has been announced.
So
They're doing another one. In full control of her powers, Elphaba is declared an enemy of the state by the wizard and Madame Morrible. So it's just a follow-on. All original casts, you know, Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, etc., etc. They're all back. Jeff Goldblum's in as well.
Fucking love that guy.
Yeah,
Jeff
he's a
Goldblum.
great guy.
You know how there's 2 Predator movies coming out this year?
2?
Yeah.
I know of an animated one.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, hello.
One is called Predator Badlands, which is set for release on November 7th. Dan Trachtenberg, who wrote and directed Prey, is putting in the same innings for Badlands, which is great, as Prey is arguably the best contribution to the entire franchise. It's my personal favourite film out of a lot of them.
Great film, Prey was.
The premise: in the future, on a remote planet, a young predator, outcast from his clan, finds an unlikely ally in Thea and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. Sounds wonderful. I can't wait. But what really has my interest is its older sibling, and I say that because its release date is due on June the 6th. Anyway, Killer of Killers is an upcoming anthology film, again helmed by Trachtenberg, that depicts the Yautja going up against a Viking raider, a samurai, and a World War II pilot. I really like that because Prey kind of like inspired me to want to see the Predator versus Warriors from various points in history. But as you said, it's animated, and I kind of wish it was the other way around. Like, have this premise live action and the other one like animated.
Yeah, it's a shame it's the other way around. But I mean, maybe they did that because Prey is so similar in concept.
I reckon it's budget.
Could be. I don't know, is it that much cheaper to make an animated film?
Yeah.
It costs quite a bit, doesn't it, to animate?
It's not cheap, but it's cheaper, and it's less of a ball ache.
Yeah, I suppose you don't have all the
You don't have to
buy,
you don't have to worry about location, scouting, costume design, all that kind of stuff, because you'd have to do 3 sets, 3 periods in history, wouldn't you?
Basically 3 full movies in
essentially,
one, isn't it?
So you'd have to have your budget for your World War II section, your fucking Viking Age section, and your samurai section. So I imagine it would be way easier to do it that animated, whereas this one is just kind of like more linear.
I'm intrigued about the Viking one particularly because it just piqued my interest. I wonder if it's going to be. Do we know who the characters are going to be?
No.
Oh.
And I suppose with the animated one, it does lend itself a little bit easy if you did want to do like a TV series.
Yeah, easily. I just wish it wasn't animated. I just wish it was live action.
That's
I'm going to watch both. Well, to be fair, the animated one's on Hulu. I don't have Hulu.
No.
And I imagine Badlands is going to be released at the cinema. I haven't seen a trailer for that yet. But the animated one, I've seen a trailer for that does look quite good.
Good.
As like a technical exercise, but I can't get immersed into animated films as I can live action.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the fourth wall is always just around the corner in that.
But regardless, 2 Predator movies this year. That's sick.
Okay.
I guess it's well an animated one because they're not bound by the laws of, reality.
Yeah.
They can really go ham.
Yeah, like almost make it their own spin-off if they do it well enough. This is the first time they've done animated?
To my knowledge, yeah.
Okay, that does go
animated
well.
Predator film, yeah. But it's good that it's different type of predator for each time period as well.
Idea.
One of them looks like a fucking brick shit house.
Good.
They got it.
Lovely, so
That would be interesting.
I'd like to see Predator versus Pirates as well.
Yeah, they don't tend to be waterfaring, do they?
The Vikings one would be the one I'd pick if given the choice.
Yeah, to see.
To watch, yeah. A proper feature length.
I'm intrigued about who the Viking is going to be. Like, from which particular era of Vikings and...
I don't think it's a famous Viking. It just looks like some guy.
Just some bloke.
Yeah, just some random raider. There'll be a backstory for him, of course. Like, he has to prove himself, like pretty much most of the fucking characters in there. But either way, I'm looking forward to it.
There's quite a lot of opportunity there for them to play with.
Mm-hmm. You got anything on the horizon that you're going to watch very soon?
I'm watching Death of a Unicorn on Wednesday.
Oh, I hadn't
That
heard.
looks interesting.
Oh, no, I have heard very good reviews,
It's
actually.
got General Tager in it. It's been out for a little while.
Right.
Yeah, basically on the way to this kind of like family thing, they run over this creature which turns out to be a unicorn. And its DNA can like cure cancer and shit like that, so it's one of the discoveries of the century. But the unicorn's like mate is looking for the dead unicorn, and it's like psycho. It goes on a killing spree and shit.
There's a reason we haven't been
Yeah.
killing unicorns. Yeah.
Kind of like Cocaine Cougar, but
Sure, yeah.
it's just like Cocaine Bear, but it's free on Amazon, so you can imagine.
You shouted this one out in
It's
the,
one of the most unhinged
Winter
things I've ever
podcast.
seen. It's fabulous.
Yeah, I'm sold. I would do
Speaking of
actually watch
unhinged, know the Fuck the Oscars guy?
Oh, Joseph Perez. Yeah.
Yes. So I on YouTube I watch a series called Nerd Forge. I don't know if you've ever heard of these books. So I think they're from Finland or no, they're from Norway, and they essentially make dioramas, and it's a very craft, but all based in anime, fantasy, these kinds of things. And is it Split Vision or Split something?
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction. Yes, yeah. The where it's two writers of different styles come together and the game kind of, it's like a 2-player situation.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so created a wall-mounted diorama for that guy. Sent it to him. Oh my god, the the reaction was unhinged. It was exactly what you wanted from him. I think they had to bleep out most of what he was saying.
Yeah.
It was essentially listening to a Dochi track on the radio.
Yeah,
You don't hear shit.
Was he happy with it?
Oh, he's very pleased.
Oh, good.
So it should be. It was like a cyberpunk situation. So it's all, LEDs and looking very impressive. But if you're looking for they're usually like between 20 and 40-minute episodes of just this fit chick making stuff out of shit.
Sold.
You should have just
honestly.
led with that, and
I
I'd be
should
like,
have.
yeah.
What are we playing? What are you playing at the minute?
Mine's quite an old game, Bannerlord 2. It's like you go around and you can either make what used to be like the old empire, which is like the Roman Empire, or you can destroy it.
Yeah.
I've obviously destroyed it.
Is it a strategy game then?
Yeah, like you slowly take over the map.
Oh, like in Red Alert. Did you ever play? You played that with me, didn't you? Way back in the day, Red Alert Command and Conquer.
You're very much like that, yeah. Almost like turn-based or something.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can play against computer or other people.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't mind strategy games. I haven't played one since then, actually. I streamed Monster Hunter again before coming here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it didn't go well.
Oh.
I'm stuck at this bit where I'm fighting to basically prove myself to be worthy of fighting the final boss. I have to defeat this a Rathalos, which is like dragon basically, and Diablos, which is like this underground fucking monster thing. They're both. You haven't seen the movie, have you?
Nope.
They're the only two monsters I knew before playing the game because of the movie. Anyway, I couldn't kill either of them today. I was on it for 2 hours and I was like,
Oh.
fuck this.
Do you feel ready to face the final boss after you got butt
Oh,
fucked?
completely. I am going to be the final boss.
Yeah.
It's a mirror.
They have to defeat me.
No, the first one was really difficult, the Rathalos, because it's obviously flies, and what they do is you fight it for a bit and they fuck off and you have to hunt them down. But because I don't have a ranged weapon, I have a grappling hook and dual blades, it's really hard to kill.
I bet.
This guy
You're going
who...
to have to pick up a different weapon. And
Yeah.
are you at a point where you can do that, or you're going to have to go back and change it?
I'd have to go back and change it, yeah.
I would just go back and change it. Give yourself
I'm considering
half a
it.
chance. Yeah.
Some random bloke was commenting on it during it. He was like, yeah, it's hard fighting this one with dual blades. The Diablos was much easier, but he just takes forever. And I ran out of time. You only get 50 minutes per fight.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's new. Usually you can
That's
take as long as you.
This is a feature of the game. The bosses, all the monsters don't have health bars. I fucking hate that.
So you just don't know.
You don't know, no. Because you get, like, feints, they call it. So if he rinses your health, you get 3 cracks of it, basically, and you have to start again. So if he feints me, I have no idea if I'm, like, 2-3 hits away from killing him or if I'm not even halfway. There's no way of showing my progress and how much life he has
That's
left.
quite a
basically.
fun concept, actually.
It's a fun
just to not
concept,
know.
but it's annoying at the same
Yeah,
time.
frustrating.
Especially if you're getting your ass kicked.
Yeah. I tell you what was another good concept. A Fallout, but it's based in the Lake District, it's like a newish game.
Yes, it looked beautiful.
Yes, and one of the major features of it was that you're human and you have to like go around trying to escape. But your cardio, so obviously you can't just be constantly sprinting.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that is a really big barrier for humans. Because every other game you can just sprint as long as you want. But you can't like fight someone.
Oh, that stamina
And
meter
then
is
run
pretty
around.
common on a game these days.
It's a heart rate. So like instead of like
Oh.
a stamina bar where you can like, and then just wait for it to come up, you have to actually like calm yourself down.
Oh, really?
They've really gone to depth with that. I do God mode though. I only play games with mods.
Yeah.
What's the game called?
Atom Fall.
This is
Okay,
the one
I have
your
heard of
brother was
that, to be
playing.
fair.
Your brother was playing it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's really good. Looks
Really
visually very
hard.
appealing.
Yeah.
WWE were recently in the UK, weren't they?
Yes, they were very,
Yeah.
very recently. I think they're touring Europe at the minute.
Are they?
Well, they've just finished touring Europe, sorry.
They really are trying to quash the whole Vince McMahon thing. Getting the people back into their good books. Let's quickly forget about all of that scandal kind of a jam. But the reason why I bring it up, they have been basically touting for talent
That's
in the UK.
exciting.
And even more exciting, because they held almost like tryouts, I guess, but
Yeah.
in a really reductionist kind of a way. Tryouts, why not? And apparently some bloke from Birmingham did very well.
Yay!
Come on, Birmingham.
Good for him.
Yeah, they're impressed.
Imagine
the big
if it
wigs of
was
WWE.
Tiny nipples from
Joey Scott.
Joey
Some of the
Scott.
FFW guys, look at that.
Come on, fair play to them.
That would be nice if they tried that.
That would be sick. But yeah, so we'll see what comes of that.
Was it kind of like, was any of it filmed or was it just, like, was it an article?
I found out about it because Triple H was on the news. It was really weird to see our Hunter Hearst Houndsley on on
This morning.
BBC News. Yeah, you know, and you're like, you don't belong there. What the fuck? It was really jarring.
Just for cutting a promo. That's
Yeah,
it.
basically.
Well, it's WrestleMania next weekend, isn't it?
That'll
The time
be
of
wild.
talking. Yeah.
WrestleMania is held here, is it?
No,
where are they
no.
holding it?
It's somewhere in America. I don't know.
Oh, I'd be
It's-
surprised if
yeah.
it was here.
No, so he does want to do a WrestleMania here one year.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? I mean, you could have WrestleMania at Wembley easily. And it would sell out.
easily. I mean,
Easily.
All In proved that you could
Yeah.
hold a huge event there and be absolutely
Sell it
fine.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder if they did it in the same format as Tough Enough. Do you remember that program?
Oh my god, that was wild. Tough Enough was. It was almost like one of the first bouts of reality meets competition program. Plus, you know, the testosterone of fighting in
Yeah.
the mix of it. It was absolutely wild.
Think of it as like the Ultimate Fighter, but for wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's fun.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
that
fun.
is basically it. Yeah.
I'd absolutely watch that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all would. If there's a TV show, reality TV, trying to break into the WWE.
That's what this was. They
Yeah,
basically
That's exactly what it was.
yeah, this is decades, at least 15 years ago. I'd
It's
say.
the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically they had you apply for it, and they basically trained you to be a wrestler. They put you through this kind of like
Training camp. I
training
guess.
camp. Yeah, obviously they were already in shape. All of them were. They were just
Mhm.
passionate wrestling fans that just wanted to take it. that
Probably
step
people
forward.
that were doing like the indie circuit.
Yeah, easily, just
Yeah.
people wanting to break into the industry, and that's what it was. It'd be an elimination every week. Each wrestler would have their own special like chair, and
Oh,
you got to take the
brilliant.
chair with you and stuff like that. A few of them got dropped when Triple H came in and did a speech saying the reality of the industry about how you're on the road, you're away from your family, you don't know how the fuck they're doing. A couple of people went from that. Ultimately, a guy called Maven won it.
Oh yes, he's got a YouTube channel now.
Yeah, he has, and his main claim to fame was eliminating the Undertaker at a random Royal Rumble,
Right.
and that was actually the Undertaker's idea, just to give him a push.
Oh, good on him.
He's a good lad.
He is.
Taker is, yeah, he's
Yeah.
very pro apparently. He's awesome to work with.
I've only heard very, very good
Mm.
things.
But yeah, nothing. There was a guy called Christopher Nowinski. I think he was runner-up. He was in it for a bit, but I don't think Tough Enough ever produced an actual like
Superstar.
champion or a superstar.
Yeah, maybe.
It was a good watch though. It's on Sky One back in the day.
That was the height of reality TV right there. That was
Yeah.
great. A really
Sky
good
One
time.
Saturday. It was always fucking Stargate, SmackDown, The Simpsons, and Tough
Yeah,
Enough.
legit.
What a combination. How do you think you'd fare on Tough Enough? What would be your gimmick?
I'd be ref. You know, like Audrey. Or
Aubrey.
Aubrey. I'll do an Aubrey.
Aubrey Edwards.
Yeah. I'll be
Yeah.
like, who is...
You'd wear it well.
I think I would. or do you remember when Vince McMahon said like who was going to be his son, and it turned out to be
It was Mr. Kennedy, wasn't it?
was it?
I know Mr. Kennedy said it was him, but it wasn't. It was Hornswoggle, wasn't it?
Hornswoggle.
Yeah, it was Hornswoggle.
I'd be a Hornswoggle. That's what I would do. Brilliant. Hornswoggle's taken. You'd be Undertaker.
Like a mini Undertaker. No, I feel I can see myself being like the female Marco Stunt, like a tiny Rey Mysterio.
Right? Yes. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd like to be. I would love to see myself as a high flyer, knowing full well that I'm too risk averse to actually do it. You know. I think if my knees weren't so bad.
Yeah, we are talking 15 years ago for all of us.
Oh yeah, 15 years ago. We're bouncing off the ropes.
Would you be Vince?
Would I be Vince McMahon? My gimmick when I was like, we all fantasised about this, of course.
Absolutely.
My character's name was called Bleak, and he would be wearing black and white, and my like gimmick would be that I'd have a magic 8-ball with me, and that would make my decisions for me.
Oh, that's
Like
fun.
if I was to the ring and like someone was getting beaten up, does the 8-ball got to pick if I helped them or not or whatever, just that kind
And
of
that's
thing.
very naughties.
Mm.
That is
Yeah.
that is proper our age group right there.
I think it would be alright, but that was my gimmick. I made the character, you know, on did you ever have those Raw
Oh,
versus SmackDown
yeah.
games? You could create your own character. I
Mm.
made him.
They were
He
great,
did well.
they were.
He did well.
Oh, no.
Tits to the max.
Oh
every
yeah,
time.
nothing was sacred there. Those pixels got butchered.
Rightly so, we were young-ish.
It's like the old school Tomb Raider games where it's like triangle tits and you're like, yes, lovely.
Yeah, she was hot for us.
You nailed that assault course.
Oh yeah, we've all had her at that angle on the assault course. Of course.
Yes, we have.
Porn wasn't easy to access back then.
Well, absolutely. You used to find it in a bush back
Yeah,
then.
porn mag in a bush.
It's the best
That's
day
it.
ever.
That's
that.
literally all you had.
Porn mag in a bush.
Yeah, this is all before the internet, of course.
Some hero.
Yeah.
He knew kids were going to be loving that. Young lads rubbing their hands in glee.
Is it like the duty of a bloke to pass down his pornos to the next generation, like via bush? You know what I mean? Some teenage spotty dickhead's gonna pick this up and it'll be the best day of his life. Oh, to be that spotty dickhead.
You don't see porn mags these days. They don't even stack them in the shelves at the new dodgy.
That's
They
what I
newsagents.
was gonna
can't.
say.
They gotta keep them covered. It's all
Oh,
regulated.
I
Yeah.
thought you could be top shelf.
So top shelf, and they've got to have. You can't see tits to the wind, can't they? Got to be covered. It's modest.
Oh.
Because it turns out kids can see further than the top shelf.
No, you can't.
Well, I didn't think so either.
Not back in my day, we could not see top
Well,
shelf.
I've seen nothing remotely pornographic in the newsagents for years,
And I've
basically.
looked. So,
I've looked too. I've looked too.
legit.
Mission for next podcast, we're all bringing a porno that we've bought from the Noffy.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We really will try and find one.
I'm
We'll
up
post
for
them
that.
on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do that. Because it's just the front cover, obviously. It'll be fine then.
Yeah. And to complete the circle, we will wank into them and leave them in a bush somewhere.
For the kids.
That's our title, potentially. Homework, that's good.
I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait to
Wait.
tell the story about how I get my hands on this porn mag.
Yeah. It's going to be a battle.
It'll be a full circle moment. It'll be beautiful.
We'll all happen to meet in the same shop.
We'll all go together.
Let's just go right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if the offie up there has one.
I think I have looked. The one just round the
I
corner.
think I've looked.
No, I've looked. It used to. 100%.
Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it used to.
they sell out-of-date yogurts. But
Let's do that as well.
Did you bring a porno and an out-of-date yogurt?
Oh.
That's a movie.
Yeah, summer podcast.